Rob, despite what many consider to be a pretty solid performance last night by President Joe Biden in his post-NATO press conference, it still left some Democrats feeling like they were in purgatory, but others were encouraged and are standing with the president. Despite growing calls for him to step aside, President Joe Biden made it clear during his news conference last night that he's staying in the race. He insists he is the best person to take on Donald Trump in November.
I think I'm the most qualified person to run for president. I beat him once, and I will beat him again.
Supporters standing their ground.
I thought he was able to answer the questions coherently and comprehensively. So I'm still with President Biden. I support his leadership, and I support the direction he's taking the country.
This afternoon, the president conducting separate virtual meetings with the Hispanic and Asian Pacific American congressional caucuses, taking questions from members. Last night, House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries met with the president privately, today sending a letter to House Democrats saying, "I directly express the full breadth of insight, heartfelt perspectives, and conclusions about the path forward that the caucus has shared in our recent time together." Today, it appears that defecting Democrats are not the president's only problem. The New York Times reporting that donors are said to be freezing roughly $90 million pledged to the largest super PAC supporting President Biden if he remains on the ticket.
That number doesn't necessarily concern me. I think it gives us another point of difference to say, hey, big money is not going to run the campaign.
At least 18 Democrats have now withdrawn their support from President Biden, but the president seeming unfazed. Late this afternoon, he left Washington for a rally in Michigan as he continues to push forward with his campaign, which he said was not about his legacy, but about finishing the work he started when he took office. The president is scheduled to conduct additional virtual meetings this weekend with the Progressive Caucus and the new Democrat coalition. That includes Congressman Mike Quigley, who was the first member of the Illinois delegation to call for the president to step aside.